this is Waterlily716 or Sarah, and today I want to record a video and that is the best of the best Curly Girl approved stylers of 2012. And even if you're not doing the Curly Girl method, these are still good products. I tried a couple of y'all's suggestions and I don't know, I just retested things that I had tried before and I came up with this, so I hope you guys like it. I don't have any curl creams in this video or any of that sort, but if any of you have suggestions, please leave them below in the comments and we will all benefit from them. So these are just my favorites that work well for me, although if you do want something with less hold, a lot of these lines have items with less hold, and often they're formulated very similarly, so they perform similarly with the exception of hold. But without further ado, I'll just go ahead and get started and go through these products for you guys. I'll start with gels because I personally just prefer gels for my hair. I'll start with my most favorite thing, which I discovered through trying lots of different drugstore products this time around, and that is the Aussie Instant Freeze Gel. And this has actually become my new holy grail gel. I've only tested it out during like fall and winter times, but I'm hoping it also works in the summer, and I expect it will because I just have really good hair with this, but I don't know. But I'm already on my second bottle of this. The packaging's nothing special. A lot of these gels from the drugstore come in these tubes, which are really great until you get it down to about right here, and then it's so annoying to get the product out. This does not have glycerin high up in the list, if you're wondering. It has no silicones. I don't think it has protein. I don't see any just from looking at it right now. It has this wild cherry scent and it smells really good in my opinion. And as far as performance wise, this leaves my hair really soft. It gives it good hold, good curl formation, and it's not sticky. I just get really good hair with this. So the next one that behaves really similarly is the Pantene Curly Hair Gel. And as you can see, these both have the same level of hold. This one is max hold, this one is extra strong hold. I reviewed the whole Pantene Curly line at one point, and I really like the styling products. They have, I don't know, like a non-district synthetic scent. It's kind of sweet. It doesn't bother me. I like it. The packaging for the whole line is really pretty. This gel has a similar effect to the Instant Freeze, if like slightly less hold maybe. I don't know, they're really similar. They say these gels are like extra strong hold, but on my hair they're not. So for me, it's like a medium-ish hold gel, soft hair. I don't think it's sticky. This has one water-soluble silicone in it, which is still okay for the Curly Girl method, but some people just want to know. And I don't see glycerin high up in the ingredients. Panthenol is at the very bottom of the list. And I don't see any proteins to my knowledge. That's that gel. And then the last one from sort of the drugstore giants is this gel, which I've talked about before. And this is the Garnier Fructic Pure Clean Gel. And this does have, we're just talking about ingredients here, this does have glycerin pretty high up on the list, as well as sorbitol. This gel works well for me during like the winter and the spring and the fall, but it does not work as the dews start to get much higher for some reason. This gel is not a good one for me in the summer, but I like it during the winter. It has a much different texture than the first two gels I showed. The first two gels are like just sort of this tacky, like regular clear gel texture, a little bit on the thick side. But then this Garnier Fructic style is a very snotty texture instead of a smooth one. If you guys can see, it's very snotty or something. It's thinner, but once you put it on your hair, you immediately feel the hold set in. This is actually a gel that I can get crunch from, which I don't get crunch from very many gels, but I just have to be careful to not apply too much of this, and I get really good curls. It smells straight up like honeysuckle. I love the smell of this gel, and yeah, I like it. It says 24-hour clean hold. It definitely is a nice hard hold gel, which I don't know, it's almost hard to find the really hard hold one sometimes. Everything's kind of medium in my opinion, but this is a hard hold for me. I like it. This is another good gel, available at the drugstore of course. And then the last gel I have to say is an oldie but goodie. Definitely another holy grail gel. I've been using this for a really long time. It is the LA Looks Sport Gel. And this has a hold factor of 10. This is another hard hold gel for me. I can use this year round with no problems. It is kind of heavy for the winter though, so I tend to use it more in the summer months. It is my go-to gel when it is humid out. This is not protein free. It's got amino acids right up in there. It is silicone free. It's also got glycerin in there. Yeah, it's got sorbitol pretty high up on the ingredients as well. It smells like clean. It has an artificial scent too, but I love the smell, and people have told me so many times that my hair smells really good with this. It has a thick, like, smooth texture like the first two gels I was talking about, and it has a really good hold for me, but they make gels that go down. The one thing about this gel that's a bit of a con is when this dries on you, it definitely makes your hair a little bit sticky if you tend to touch your hair a lot, which I do. This isn't a huge problem for me because if I touch my hair, then I just wash my hands, but it does make your hair sticky, which is a bit of a down. But like, this one might make your hair a little too sticky. The Aussie and the Pantene, I don't think they make my hair sticky at all. This one definitely makes your hair sticky. But I love that gel so much, I don't even care. The next thing I'm going to share with you is also, I've tried the Pantene Moves from the Curly line because it was sent to me. And I repurchased this because I managed to break the top of my last one, but it has the same beautiful packaging. This also, it doesn't have glycerin, it has panthenol very far down the list, and it doesn't, no silicones of course, and no proteins to my knowledge, so it's formulated very similar to the gel, which is probably why I like it. It has a 4 hold, so I like this mousse. It gives me a very soft hold, very touchable curls, not sticky. It has a similar smell to the gel, so this is probably one of the only mousses that I like. And I wanted to include it in here because people always ask me if I can recommend a mousse, and I like this Pantene Curly mousse. I try them on my hair and I just don't like the effect as much, but if you're looking for more mousses, look to the Herbal Essences one. Yeah, the Pantene one is a good one to try. The last thing I want to mention is a bit off the beaten track as far as hair products go. Most of you might know that one of my favorite products for my hair is the Curly Hair Solutions Curl Keeper, which is made by Line. You can only buy it online, you have to pay for shipping, and it's expensive. But a drugstore dupe that people on the Curl Talk forums have known about forever is Personal Lubricant from the drugstore. I'm not kidding, Personal Lubricant. And I've made a video about this before, but I know everyone hasn't seen it, so this is my last product for the best of the best, and it is the CVS Personal Lubricant. And if you look at the ingredients, you can watch the other video if you want. It is like really similar, like all the same stuff almost, to the Curl Keeper. So this is great frizz decreasing serum, especially in high humidity. I like to apply this after my leave-in, but under my gel, and it works almost as well. Like, I think I had to apply a little more of this, but it's really great for cutting out frizz, especially in the high humidity. And if you don't have a CVS near, you can also buy the KY Liquid brand. Those are the only two that I've really tried out for this, but I know people have also tried like the jellies and stuff. But yeah, and you can also put this in another bottle if it bothers you, but for me it's kind of like, whatever, it's a bottle. And this has glycerin very high up in the ingredients, but it's protein free as far as my knowledge, and it is silicone free as well. So those are all of my best of the best products, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! I don't say this enough at the beginning of hair product. Alright. I just got interrupted by my phone, but look, it's so cute!